My name's Diane, and I'm a very, very happy user of my carpal tunnel. How do you say it? My Carpal Solution? The rubber thingies. I'm a music director and accompanist in Los Angeles. I've worked here for 30 years. I do everything from blues to classical to opera, chamber music, musical theater, as well as my own compositions. I have 3 albums out of my own. And I wouldn't be able to continue working as a musician without the Carpal Solution. It's completely changed my life. I tried everything out there. I made myself a list because I can't remember all of what I tried. Every brace on the market, every cream, dozens of doctors, physical therapy a few times, once with a hand specialist who actually re-injured me, giving me inappropriate exercises. I went to the physical therapist and made a mummy type brace for me from the hand all the way up to the shoulder. I had to sleep with every night so that I wouldn't bend my wrist or my elbow. I found that with all the braces, my muscles just atrophied and things got worse, and the pain got worse, and the function got worse. I got to where I did tons of acupuncture. I even ended up, with chiropractic. I went every route. I ended up at USC with a hand specialist, one of the top hand specialists in the country, who said, within 5 minutes of looking at my nerve conduction studies, you have to have hand surgery. And by the way, I do this all the time. Concert pianists, here, I have their phone numbers, call them. We're just going to reroute your ulnar nerve. You're going to take the nerve out and put it on the outside of the elbow where it's not at all protected. And by the way, we'll just get those carpal tunnels out of the way like that at the same time. So I knew better. My father had had a carpal tunnel surgery on both wrists. And I would ask him repeatedly at different intervals after his surgery, well, are you feeling any improvement? And he said, no. That was after 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years, 16 years. He might as well not have done it. And he had reduced function in his hands as well. And he still had pain. So I was kind of out of options. And I kept, from time to time, looking around on the internet. I mean, things had gotten so bad that I was dropping things. I couldn't button my clothes. I was very clumsy. I was telling you guys earlier, like I couldn't play something like this. Would come. I didn't have the articulation, the facility, or the control. My fingers were just, I felt like clumsy all the time, so it would come out mushed, I couldn't articulate in there. And of course this affected my work. Needless to say, I couldn't work for a while. I couldn't even turn on the hand signaler on my car. It was just too painful. Driving made it worse, working on the computer made it worse, playing piano or electric bass, which I also used to tour extensively doing, made it worse. So I was kind of between a rock and a hard place. And about that time, surfing the internet, I came across, totally by fluky chance, mycarpaltunnel.com, because I was hoping, well, there's more treatments maybe that have come out or whatever. And it looked pretty strange to me. I mean, there's this tapey thing you put on, you just wear it in your sleep, and the claims were like cure, and I'm going, yeah. But then I saw that it was developed by a physician. So I started taking a closer look at it, and to the point where I looked at the price, and it was pretty impressive, how cheap it was relative to the thousands of dollars I'd spent to get worse. And so I tried it out. And for 6 weeks, I wore it every single night like they recommend, and I noticed a definite improvement. My case was a little intractable. I mean, I'd spent 20 years with this problem, so I think I probably took a little longer than the average bear, but my improvement was steady. So after 6 weeks, I was able to taper off and not use it every night. But I used it for the next 6 months, at least 3 nights a week. And then after that, all this time, remember, I'm resuming function and I'm working harder. So I'm playing more and more and more. I mean, when you sit 12 hours a day, you don't realize, wow, I couldn't do that last year. You know what I mean? So at this point, I've been using them 3 years now, you know, plus, you know, the insurance pays for it, so it's virtually free. It's been literally the difference between me working and me not working. And for a musician, that's more than just money. That's your life, that's who you are, and that's what you've invested everything in. So now I'm at the point, I did a chamber music workshop last summer. I couldn't have done without this, you know, because I just wouldn't have had the facility or the stamina. You know, I mean, the pain, I couldn't sleep when I had that pain. And so if I have a heavy day of playing, like a 12-hour day, I will still use them at night, just to make sure I don't have pain in the morning, you know. But the fact that it's not only helped the symptoms, but it's allowed me to go beyond where I was, because now I can approach more challenging material. It's been a miracle to me, it really has. So I'm very, very grateful. Thank you.